Apple Watch Ultra 2 does all sorts of amazing things, but how does it handle the basic things? Basic use, battery life, sticking it under a really bright light. Can you still see it? We'll cover it all. Let's go. And to kick this off, here's my previous model Apple Watch, and it had this, whatever it is, rubber style wristband, and I never had a problem with it. But this one has this alpine blue loop, and it's more of a fabric, and it's a big improvement. I very much like it. It's very comfortable, but it also lets you snug it at just the right amount instead of, this one's too loose or this one's too much. It can be just right. It's very comfortable. I forget it's there. It's very nice. I'm very happy with the decision to get that wristband. So let's take a second to talk about using Apple Watch, how responsive it is, the button layout, things like that. And let's just be honest, Apple Watches for a long time have worked great in this category, and this top of the line product is gonna be no exception. It is very responsive. Whatever you're gonna do, it loads instantaneously. And overall interactions with it are great. If you swipe, it just works every time, the first time. They have got this nailed down. Press the side button here, get your menu. You can swipe or you can turn the dial to pick your app. Works very well. Load it, it's there instantly. Just works so well. And then the other button here will bring up your quick options menu. So Wi-Fi, battery life, phone find, things like that, airplane mode. And loads right up, works as it has with all previous models, works very well, been very happy with that. So as far as a functionality jumping into this, you're not gonna have a big learning curve. It's a lot like the others, but it works extremely well with whatever you're gonna do, so no concerns there whatsoever. And this video is just scratching the surface of what this thing can do, so comment down below, what do you want to see tested? Something else that's really important to me when I wear these is health data, fitness data, sleep data, and things like that. And also, as someone that has had 2 heart surgeries in the last 8 months, is heart-related data. So heart rate and all the other measurements that they capture, but ECG as well. And I'm happy to report that all of this has worked really well. Now, I will say, none of this really matters quite as much if you can't even wear it for a day and get a whole day's worth of data. So battery life is gonna be very important. We're gonna talk about that in just a second. But as far as the data it is collecting, you can see right here, heart rate, showing 71 right now. It's very accurate and you're able to get all sorts of data about what your heart's doing. And when you do run an ECG, previous models were extremely accurate as well. This is too. So I've been very happy with having that whenever I want it, as someone that has went through things where I measured myself dozens of times a day. Now, sleep data seems to be very detailed as well, knowing when you're going to deep sleep, REM, light sleep, when you're waking up, things like that. And there's just loads of data all over the place, and it's doing a very, very good job. A while back, I wouldn't say Apple was much of a fitness option, but now it really is. So it's nice that you get everything else that it offers, but all the fitness, health, sleep stuff with that. So awesome. Hey Siri, what's the temperature outside?
It's 39 degrees outside.
Yeah, Siri works great. Moving on to battery life. And the Series 8 here, I get maybe a day and a half. And that was a lot better than previous models, but from someone that wants that fitness data, that sleep data, to be able to see a whole 24-hour period and not feel like you missed anything. Never had to take it off charge, never forgot to put it back on because you're charging it and went off and did other things. I want all that data. I don't want to miss a beat. In a day and a half, at some point, it's probably gonna have to recharge, and it wasn't working out the best for me. Better, but not great. Well, with the Ultra 2, 3.5 to 4 days. A huge improvement. I am super happy about it. All those things I just talked about are no longer concerns. I can just wear it till it gets low, pop it on a charger, it's topped off in no time, and I'm back at it. I love the battery life. And now on to how well you can see this thing when the sun is really bright. And if you've never had this situation before, you're outside, you wanna check something real quick, and the sunshine on it, you can't see the screen at all, you know how frustrating it is. So we'll give it a test. But it's December in Michigan, which means the sun does not exist. So luckily, I have a bit of a green thumb and I have a really high powered light here. Now I adjusted my camera so it doesn't look too bright so you're not blinded, but trust me, it is. I only have it at 25% right now and I have my Apple Watch at the lowest setting and I can see it perfectly. If I even tilt it so it's directly at it, outside of seeing some of the bulbs reflecting a little bit, I can still see the screen really, really well. Now if I dial it up to 100, it's a lot brighter. You probably can tell, yep, everything just went blown out. I can still see it really well. 2:34, 5:08 sunrise or sunset. My activity rings, I can see everything going on here. I can interact with it. Cake, no problem at all. It works in bright light extremely well. Even if I get way up here and I'm at a terrible angle, I can still see it reading. So if that's something you're curious about and you've been wanting to know how well it works, at least under this test here with very, very bright lights, no problem at all. Don't leave. you need to know about this one. Indoor cycling bike, e-bike, both. This thing's pretty sweet. I'm testing it right now. Review coming. Hit that subscribe button so you know when this one comes out. Oh yeah, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps. Thank you.